Hi, you guys, in the middle of the day. I don't know if I've ever done, I don't know, I don't remember, but 12:45, 12:30 on a Friday. It's pretty good. Welcome in. Welcome to WCIA Network. I will be marking the next few lives as a podcast. I don't even know why I am, but I'm trying it. I don't know what the freaking difference is, but I won't know what it's all about until I do it, right? So welcome on in, you guys. Hi, I am GH. I'm just GH, Little Miss B, Lisa, Shazam, Justice coming soon, Liz. Oh, wow, Kay. Hi, where is our little muffin top? Not here yet? Where are you? Where are you? Come out wherever you are. Hi, Colleen. So, you guys, we are going into 1,000 days. I cannot believe I've been doing this shit like this for 1,000 days. 1,000 days plus, because I did it before. Four frogs, fat asses. Welcome in. You knew? That's very funny. Thumbs up on your way in. And if you haven't subscribed, please take the moment right now and subscribe. And put your thumbs up. It's really good for my channel. And we've got memberships, and I'm going to be bringing in different levels soon. But I'll always make my videos like this public because I feel as if that's the right thing to do, especially when it's about missing children and the sacrifices that they're going through and the things that no one wants to freaking talk about. That's what we do here. We talk about the things that nobody really wants to talk about. I bring to light information on missing children that is a story from the children. Nobody is telling the story from the children's point of view. Now, those that are doing this know if these, stories are true or not true, or they exist or don't exist, but they're not saying anything. They're living in the darkness. They're living in fear of saying anything, so meaning they're not living their truth. So as much as they think, oh my God, we're doing this for the resurrection, and this is for the sake of the world, and nourishing the plants and nourishing the world to come. Great, good for you. I'm not here to tell you what's right or wrong. I'm not here to even judge you. I don't care what you do. I don't give a shit. I care that the children's story is being told. The point is, if you're going to do this stuff and you're going to live in darkness and you're not going to stand up for what you do, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that you're living in darkness and shame and that you don't want anyone to know what you're doing. So if you put 1 + 1 = 2, add those together, then you know you're doing something you shouldn't be doing, period. I mean, it's like, it's one of the first lessons that a child learns when they're little toddlers. No, no, no. And they don't want to tell you something they did because they know it's not correct. And they're going to come to you with exciting news of what they did because they know that they did something that is correct in your eyes, and they're going to get approval. They don't want to be disapproved. And so that's what you're doing. You're just living in the darkness. So who's going to tell the story other than the children? And because I use my clairvoyance and my medium and my whatever you want to call it, psychic ability, whatever it is. I don't even know how I do it or what I'm doing. I just do it. But I do know that I've had enough affirmations and I have had enough information shown to me that I'm good at what I do. Other than that, I don't know what's going to come forth. I don't know the story unless it's shown to me. And those that have been following me through all of my readings and my visions in the beginning know what I am showing now today is what I've been showing since June 16th, 2021. The quote that I have here, I'm in the leaves, for those that are new, came through a spirit box. In the leaves was something that I knew that she said in the beginning. My very first vision in the books that I have before I had not even one person listening is a vision. As I sit here right now, in my third eye, I see Summer laying deep into the meadows and becoming the meadows, like laying in there where you don't know she's in there because she's being covered. And what I said in my first reading, she was like spitting, spitting hay out of her mouth. And this, I was doing it live. I'm like, there's something in her mouth. It's like these white straw things, and I called it hay. Now I call it mesh, because mesh is part of whatever they use, or whatever, maybe their roots, maybe they're things that are growing, maybe they're fresh roots from the ground. I don't know what they are. I will only know exactly what they are if I am told what they are. The kids call it mesh, they call it hay, they call it stuff that comes out of their mouth. And this photo in front of you is from one of the YouTube creators' channels that I have made them front and center. When I bring in YouTube creators, understand that it's not about the people. It's not about the YouTube creators' channel. I'm not here to give them any kind of recognition, nor am I here to judge them or talk about them. We're here because the photos beneath the deep fake is the truth. Social media, especially YouTube and TikTok, are used to hide the truth. What does that mean, Lori? I hear you all like, what the hell is she talking about? It means when there is a video, such as, I'm going to show you because I know that this is one of my first, God knows, I don't even know how I'm doing it, but I'm hoping this goes out. I kept saying to my kids, how do you do a podcast? They're like, just upload the podcast and it's a podcast. I'm like, I don't even know what you mean by, I don't even know what that means. Like, I couldn't even figure out what they meant by that. Like, upload the podcast? Like, what the hell? Okay, let me grab one of these videos and show you just quickly what I mean. Let's see. I have one of, oh my God, Molly Go Lightly's are the best. Molly Go Lightly, you guys, is someone that's no longer on YouTube. Okay, let's use Cracking Cases. Okay, so I'm going to use Cracking Cases because this one is covered in grass and Lisa. You know why? Because all I've had was Lucky Charms. I can't believe I ate those this morning because I had a craving, and coffee. So it could just be the coffee getting to me right now. Anyways, Cracking Cases is really no longer on YouTube. He comes in occasionally. I don't know who he is. I have no idea who he is. We don't care who he is. Blah, 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 blah. This is a video of the Dells. Why do I keep saying the Dells? Something's going on in Wisconsin Dells, you guys. It's just, I wrote it down accidentally a couple times. I'm spitting out of my mouth the Dells. Like, I feel like it's telling me that the Dells are in one of my videos. Wisconsin Dells. That's I don't know. I don't have a handle on that so at all. I'm clueless to why I keep doing that. Anyways, this is the Wells house. And this is a Cracking Cases video. What I mean by truth under the deep fake is when you go, well, when I go into these, the reason I'm doing this, like why am I showing videos, and they are layered and they look blurry and you can't make out what the hell you're looking at. And I could, some people are like, oh, you could, use a video and things are covered up and, of course it's going to look like, a zero because it's like looking at the clouds. Okay, I get all that shit. I get it. Whatever. It helps me give images that are in my third eye. So I can use these videos, for instance, and tell you the story. I could tell you that these children are in the green. They're in the grass. They use bamboo sticks that look green. So let's say I'm looking right there. Everyone's like, oh, well, that's a ladder. I'm using that ladder to tell you that they use bamboo sticks. And whatever they're doing has to do with this, has to do with putting the kids and children underground, right under your feet, in the ground for the resurrection. And they are using their bodies, whatever they're doing, to grow new earth, to grow new farming, to grow new greens, to grow new roots. The roots go within the ground. I'm telling you this because this is what I see and hear. Could it be a crock of shit? Maybe. Maybe. Could it be true? Yeah, it can be. So we're not here to judge what I'm saying. We're here to listen what I'm saying. Because there are people that are doing this and I want them to know I have the goddamn fucking story. And it's getting exposed on this channel. But everything I do and say falls under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. This is for entertainment and educational purposes only. These children are being used as sacrifice. They're being used to be placed within these little holes, these little gates, these little gateways to hell. They're gateways to hell. They're taking them and they are, when I tell you they are just gone is correct. They are, boom, gone because they're taking them from on top of the earth and they're bringing them in through a gateway that is created and built through the creation of new construction, like what Don did. See this? That's what the gateways look like. That's what it looks like. That bus, I don't know what the hell that is. I don't know. I just don't know what. That thing comes and goes, it disappears. But look what happens when I move. So there you see like swinging. Those are like swinging, when I see them, ladders. They're like ladders. And they bring these kids up and down. They go up and down. But as I move this, see how it changes? Well, how's that possible? Now, I'm not like, it's gone. So it's shown one way. So they use, now it's not the channel, they use the channel's information and place the deep fake. Then you see all the critters and you see all this craziness that is created. They create craziness because they want to make you crazy so you don't see the story. Well, the story is right beneath these videos. It's right beneath the videos. These are stories right here that, let me see where the volume. Okay. These are stories. This is one of the channels. When you go slowly and you really look what's in here, you're going to see a child. And your eyes are not playing tricks on you. They're not playing tricks on you. This shit is in here because it's placed in here. The heads are always coming out of a pipe. The pipe are the waterways. The pipe are the waterways. This is what you're looking at. So I receive information, the vision, before I turn on these videos. And what's shown to me is an image that I could then use to tell the kids stories so they get justice. Because nobody in their right mind is going to stand up and say, hallelujah, you found the head that I put on a water pipe. Wow, and I'm so proud of it. Really? Why doesn't Don Wells come over here? Don Wells, I call your bluff. You are not a YouTube channel. I am saying that this shit was built on your property. Your plumbing that is consistently shown throughout every one of your videos, forget the wood. That, yeah, there's wood and there's plaster and all that stuff, but let me tell you something. You try to use that as a vehicle to get away from the plumbing. You can't get away from the plumbing over here because that's all I'm shown. Plumbing, plumbing, plumbing. So as this stuff is moved, there is information in here. This is a sacrifice. This is not a game. These are videos that come from the people that touch upon Summer Moon Wells' missing children. I don't just randomly go to these videos. I go to the videos that are shown for me to go to. And this is what they're doing to the victims. This is not a game. This is what is done to the victims. They come out, they hide within these little gateways. And they are there. And nobody is really coming to the rescue. All of the signs are within the videos that I show. This here is our little boy from Australia. William Tyrell. William Tyrell's video gives me the exact same images as I receive here in the United States of America cases. Why is it that they are getting all of this information placed within their videos and nobody is talking about it? These are children that have gone through the same process, and the victims are going through the same sacrifice by the same people that place these images inside these videos. You might as well call this the Idaho 4 or the Idaho 20. There's many Idaho students. There's not just 4 sacrifices. This is the image that is within all of their videos. This one even has the little icon on top of the head. He's holding that machine. His face is covered. And this is in William Tyrrell, the little boy out of Australia. I see how critical it is to get this information out there because it's not stopping. Like, look what's in the seat. This is what Candace Wells has. Candace Wells. I have this in this video today. Candace Wells has that A. This here is one of her main elements that shows up in every one of her videos. Now tell me, why would I be shown this every time I go to the Candace to Summer Moon Wells videos? But yet, it's here in William Tyrrell's. That's the A. And you can't tell me any differently. Those are hands. You want to know what those hands are doing? Those hands are being placed together to make that heart that they make as saying, this is ours, this is our creation, and we did this. They make the little heart with their bloody little hands. Well, don't you think it's time to recognize it and to have the people that are doing this to come forward and tell your story? You could tell your story without telling us who you are. I don't care who you are. I don't care at all. Because there is no difference between what you're showing here and this. And ignore the people that are doing it. I'm doing this to show you imagery. For all you know, the image in here is Candace. I'm telling you, this is the story. I see it. I see it underneath these videos, especially the news. Especially the news. When they hold these little things. So let me tell you something. The people that will come in here and be all pissy that we're trying to see all the greenery, that we're trying to bring justice to the children, and they find it insulting. Just like when you were in kindergarten and you, like I'm telling you, because they're little babies. They do that because they're not happy or they don't want this stuff to be broadcasted because they know the truth. Or they know if we're talking about something that they say is so sacred. And sacred meaning they don't want anyone knowing what they're doing. You see what I'm saying? It makes zero sense to those that have an education over the age of 1. Over the age of 1. So the people here at WCAE Network know the difference between an adult and a child. We know when you come in here and put your thumbs down, we know that we're getting an affirmation, and then it actually makes the live better. And B, we know that it's not about us. We know it's not about us, that's about you. And I don't give a shit. Other than to tell you to come back maybe in a couple weeks and see how you feel. Maybe you're in a bad place right now. Maybe you've had a bad day. Maybe you need to let some steam out. So you're going to open up social media and just be an asshole. I don't know. I just know it's not about me. That's what I know. These videos and these children have found a way to show me the story. I didn't ask for it, those that are new here. I didn't wake up one day and say, I'm going to dedicate the next so many years to Summer Moonwell's missing children. No, I didn't even know what was happening to me when this happened. And I am more aware of people with psychic abilities than I was before, because let me tell you something. Those that are real and really get information that needs to be shared, they don't know when or where what's going on. It just comes through, and then you get your affirmations. Like this. I started with I'm in the leaves because this was the first crazy ass thing that I heard. I'm like, she means she's in the leaves. I said, that's all I know. She's in the leaves. They're in farms. They're in trees. I was like, what the hell? What the heck? And then things started to roll. And then I started to go to certain people's YouTube channels that I kind of noticed them before anyone knew who they were. Benny was one of them. It's, and Molly Golightly and Tiffany Marie and Bullhorn Betty, they were the beginnings. But Benny was a special one for me. He was someone I believe that the children laughed about and found him funny. He played a role. That was sometimes funny. There's many different Bennies, meaning there's many different Bennies that are deep faked and his face is used. So Benny's face has many different images. You could go to any one of my videos, go to the one that's Benny, and you'll see all the different images under his face. I'm not doing that today. What I'm telling you, it's this image. The images that show within phones of a plexiglass in the front and the maroon trim around the edges. Just like this. Because this is part of the equipment. It's a plexiglass. It's a reflection. It's reflecting. He is looking so very deeply at something other than us. Other than us. He's not He's looking at the situation. His eyes are looking at the situation. That's what I do as a clairvoyant. I give a reading from the eyes and from the feeling of the person, and I tell you, he's not in a car. He's in the situation that they use to broadcast this information. Now, we don't know who he is. I'm not saying it's Benny. There's so many different faces of Benny. That's why we don't get into the faces. The children know that they see this. So the children are looking out at that person. They can't see him. It's a one-way window. They're looking out at him, and he's looking in. He's peering in, like the eyes are moving all over the place. So I could tell you he's looking at all different things. There's not one image. He's looking at multiple screens. There are multiple screens here. This is the drawing that I started on the left-hand side. I'm coloring it in, and this is how I got to where I am today on today's presentation. It is all about being in the leaves, and to show you how that's what they've been showing me to show you since day one. The picture to the right comes from the Idaho 4 family, allegedly. The picture to the right I grabbed off of, I think it's one of the Idaho 4 moms' Facebook page. And now I see why I pulled it out. It's because it really represents where these children go and what they do with them after they go through horrific pain and agony. It's very much the same as this. You see the stuff in the hand? I mean, look, you see how that's attached to the hand? It's in the hand. The leaves are coming out of the hand. See that? The hand is in the leaves. The leaves are in the hand. Same difference. It's coming out of the hand. That's what's happening here. And this is what they show as Summer Moonwell's missing children. This was on Banfield. News Nation. God knows why they haven't said anything about it, but this is News Nation about Summer. She's coming out of the leaves. She's in the leaves, and she's not alone. She's not alone. And that's where I came to grabbing this information from the landscaper that I was following. All of this kind of information that was grabbed for the last 2+ years has come together. It has come together to show me that this is about the resurrection, to show me what I needs to be seen in order for me to speak it. And let me tell you something. It is awfully uncomfortable to speak. Do you think it's easy for me as an adult sitting here knowing that people are going to be like, what the fuck? She's coming out of the leaves. I'm one of those people that would be like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, I see it from both sides. I could see what I'm saying from my side and from your side. To me, this is Summer and Michael Vaughn. And this is what they did to them. Benny Keys shows it the best. He shows it very well, but the information he's showing has to be pointed out. This information needs to be pointed out because it gets looked over because they put other stuff around it, underneath it, and on top of it. These Christmas trees at this particular farm, this is where they get the words Christmas tree children. Summer Moon and Michael Vaughn are all on that list as a Christmas tree child. I have in my room here, let me show you. Let me take a picture of it and send it. One sec. It's on my whiteboard. I have a whiteboard. I'll send it to my computer. It's not the best of a picture, but it's a list that I have. It's called Christmas Tree Children. And I didn't make the list. This list was made by 2 creators on YouTube. Okay. Wells. Okay, let me see if I can brighten this up a little. Then I have some other notes on here. You'll see them, but copy. Okay, so these are called Christmas Tree Children. And this list is added to all the time, right? Here it comes. This here are all the names. And this is what I'm working on. And then I have Andrew Hill, Tiffany Marie, AB, Ziggy, Scott. Like I have all of my original. Muffin is in the house. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. So happy you're joined. So happy. So this is what I call the Christmas Tree Children. Why? Because they posted it this way. And I grabbed it. And I'm making a video about the Christmas Tree Children because they all have massive things in common. Correct. The tree trimmers. It has everything to do with this. Oh, thanks, Just GH. So when you go back and you look at this information and you see what I have shown you, it's all the same. It goes back to the greenery. It goes back to the farms. It goes back to the same kind of workers. It goes back to the tree trimmers. It goes back to the tree trunks. It goes back to the bamboo sticks. It goes back to what was in the backyard of Summer Moon Wells' house that had the fake fake trees that were stuck in there. I'm like, those are fake. Everything is dead. It's winter except for those. Notice it. These are elements that get pulled and shown throughout other videos. That 5 on the bottom there, I've shown you in Michael Vaughn. I've shown you in Madeline McCain, Summer Moon. I have videos about these farms and the Christmas trees. It goes back. Summer Moon walked this same horrific, painful, excruciating journey. And from what I understand psychically, I have no other reason to say it, is they become part of the earth for the resurrection. And the thing is, they want their story told. I'm not here to save the world. I'm not here to punish those. It's not my problem. That's up to higher law enforcement. Like, that's not what I'm doing here. I'm not out to get the people doing this, because that's not my job. That's not what my purpose is. My purpose here is to tell you that this is the story. And this is what they go through that no one wants to talk about. They're shameful, obviously. Obviously. Because if you all weren't shameful, like Chris Watts and Lori Vallow sitting in the jail, they haven't told the kid's story. Think about it. Think about it. These bodies are being found. These kids are being gone, and the law enforcement is getting bombarded. Look what's happening. Look what's happening. They're not going to have answers, and people are going to ask particular questions and look on particular areas because there's channels like mine that are hopefully educating people to look. So when they're out looking for, there was just a press conference on that girl that's missing. They know she's dead. Maybe they'll look in particular areas and go deeper in particular areas because they're learning. Because the children are sharing their story. Go find these images. Be conscious of what you're looking at. Understand what you're looking at. Pictures like this do not just appear in a regular old video of Benny laughing in the bushes. And he's in the bushes with JLR and that dog guy, whatever that dog guy is. And this consistently changes. Behind him changes. So in this window, this is giving an image that the children know of. So the children know this because they're within boxes like this. Boxes like this. There is no difference when I just showed you the information in the box that is in Cracking Cases video. That's a box that's in the leaves, no different than this. All the children know is they're placed. Dog the bounty hunter, correct. Hi, Muffin. All they know is they're placed in a box like this. And look. Let me take a picture. I want you to look at the maroon ridges. This is what Summer Moon Wells shows us all the time. Showed right in her fake car, right? So if you ever are going and you're looking through weeds and bushes and you're looking for these children, you need to dig. You need to dig and really understand that these locations are very well protected. But from what I understand, we can get to them. The two branches also I always see, yes, Colleen, those I call bamboo sticks. Like those branches I call fake branches. Like see how they're in his mouth, they're in his chin, like they're fake. They are part of the equipment, right? Back there, see that the box always changes. It opens, it closes. And I've shown plenty of information of these things coming out of their mouth. The children didn't sign up for this. And the people doing this are dickless because they're not standing for what they believe in. So it's so frustrating that I just stand up and say something, Don, because you're living a lie. It's called a lie. It's called a fake life. It's called murder. You cannot tell me that these kids, these two women, along with Gabby Petito, were not put through this. They were. Because this video that I have of you in the bushes, I believe is them. I truly believe full-heartedly that these two are telling their story beneath your two dumbass faces. Bounty Hunter and you. That's all that they're doing here. For me, is they're using you guys to say, hey, nobody has told our story. This is their story. This. I mean, look at Gabby Petito's videos, you guys. Really pull them apart. There's videos in there when you open up, the cops, they open up the back of her van. That can't possibly be. If that is Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie's van filled with ferns and plants, well, do you have your answer? Like, it's filled with ferns and plants in some of the videos. That makes no sense. Why isn't anyone questioning it? It actually is filled with greenery. And there's faces back there, but the most important, it's filled with greenery. When did they fill their van with greenery? It's there, you guys. Let me see if I could grab it. It's there. There is. I just couldn't understand. I'm like, what the fuck? Why isn't anyone noticing that the back of their van is filled with plants? And the truth is, it's the news that puts all that shit on. It's like those news stations, News Nation, those stations are the ones that broadcast it. Why? Think about it. It's not as if the van is filled with M&Ms or the van is filled with, something else. It's filled with plants. Plants. These girls and Gabby Petito all went through the same journey. Is this it? No, let me see. It's like their van is filled with, and she's sitting in the front. You guys have seen it. I've shown it before. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it, but I'm taking a couple looks. It's her video is absolutely, positively so obvious that she is with the Summer Moonwell's children, that her story was not told. And that her story is a part of what I'm saying and telling you here, along with these girls. These girls were sacrificed by the same group, same people, for the same reason. Look at these photos. I haven't gone to these in a long time. Look at this. This is what's coming out of their car. Like, come on. Somebody really needs to look back at Gabby Petito, because it's a shame that her shit was so exposed, but yet so covered up so quickly. And these girls could only get justice if their story is told. Because no one's coming forward. Here's Gabby Petito's head. It's in one of these same. This here is Gabby Petito, the back seat. In today's presentation, I have a part of the video, a picture that matches that, and their heads are in the same concoction. Let me see. Oh, this is one of her fingers. Oh, see, this here matches what I'm showing today. These are Gabby Petito's fingers, right? Wait, let me grab what's in this presentation. It's not in this one. Well, if you go through any of my videos, here's this one. So here's how they show it this way. This isn't the greenery, but it's the equipment. Like, really? Is that what it looked like? No way. No way. I don't have the other one in here. YouTube. Wait. Since I have this up here, I'm going to flip over to show you the hands. So what Gabby's hands look like here. This is what Candace Wells looks like. These are the same things. These are the mesh with the hearts. So every victim winds up in the leaves, in the bushes, in the ground. And guess what? There are certain things that are shown that I have grabbed that show these holes in the ground. Benny Keys, whoever you are, shows it the best. This here When I say that now I'm not saying this is in Benny's backyard. I don't know where this is. This could be in Hong Kong for all I know. This is information because all the children know is this is what happens to them. And I've shown you those bars, and I've shown you that's the same kind of bars that they use to hold up signs. But there's no difference between what I'm showing you here and this. It's all in the ground, it's all in the leaves. This here is what you're looking at. This is the equipment. This here is whatever the fuck they're doing is in here. That's your water system. That's your water system. Start to notice. Start to notice this. They show it. This is the water system that is being placed within these homes. That there is someone, I'm calling it Benny, is coming out from the ground. That's not a car. Just imagine he's coming out from under those holes. Imagine that he is coming up and out, because what they do is they use these videos to cover up the deep fake so you don't see the full story because they are too weak to come out and tell you the story. Don could have came over here any times, and I know that Candace knows. Candace, you're probably listening. I know you know my channel because you've mentioned me before, and you will not mention me. You shut that mouth so fast. You're like, yeah. You wanted them to go on to the next subject. You would not discuss me. Smart move. Because this is where you hide the shit. This right here in the corners. See the corners with the white plumbing? We're not stupid. I'm getting the story so clearly that to me it's a slam dunker. Like if anyone is a movie script writer, come over here, baby, and I will give you the sick ass video movie to put out at the theaters that I don't care. Call it not real. People will know it's real. Put a little head in here, growing out of the goddamn ground, just like Benny's head is. It's not Benny. That's what it is. That's the water system. That's the water system that you will look at all day long around the Wells property. That is the water system that's sticking out of his brand new brick. It's a water system. That is exactly what I'm showing you. Oh yeah, all new piping, Muffin. You are hiding amongst the trees, within the bushes, and what you're doing is being seen so clearly. I am not here to bust you. I am here to give you guys a platform to tell the story from the children's viewpoint. No one wants to hear your story. We don't care about your story. You do understand that, right? You don't come here and get all egotistical here. I don't care for anyone to come here and say you're right, you're wrong, blah, 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 blah. I just want the story from the children's viewpoint, as you believe they saw it as you did that to them. You see. You know who you are. It's enough with the shit, Don. Candace, there's no way. Do you understand that there's no way you didn't know about it? Doesn't even make sense that you wouldn't know. Boo. That's the disgusting shit that you are using to plant the earth for the resurrection. To plant the earth. They didn't sign up for this. You guys did this to these girls. That pipe there is exactly what I'm talking about. That is a bamboo stick. This is a system. System. That runs through the trees, the leaves, to do whatever you think you're doing. Adventures with Purpose has tons of shit. Kylie Rodney is so obvious. This is so Kylie Rodney. So you're looking at the piping. You're looking at what is placed between the walls and built within these new construction with the system. Every time these families are moving, the system is rebuilt and then it's torn down. Why do you think they tore down the Idaho 4 property? They had to. They had to get beneath the house. Whatever was beneath the house is what they needed. It's beneath the house. We want to hear from those who are building it. This is what I say is between the walls. Under the bathroom, by the kitchen, by the fridge. Where the plumbing is, where you have built it behind the fridge, between the wall. Building, rebuilding, replanting, replenishing. And they're using the underground system to maneuver and move all of this shit around. This is the tree. These are pieces of the resurrection, and they are called the Christmas tree children. The Christmas tree children. Madeline McCain, bam, Christmas tree child. Within the trees, within these boxes, the boxes are all the same. Those little fives that they make them into rings that have the same patterns. These little boxes show up. Wishwood Farms, allegedly. And the only thing that is, not the only thing, one of the things that is the most important was the plumbing and the pieces surrounding this part of his house. This changed over and over. It kept shifting. It kept changing. The videos never stayed the same. The pictures never stayed the same. What kept changing was the framing, the bricks, the plumbing, the sticks that came out of the wall, in the wall, around the house. And it all was within the construction. There's a gateway to Beach Creek. There is a rite of passage to Ben Hill Road. They had some issue, something. Someone wanted in. Someone wanted in. So, if you look at both pictures of that mattress, because I'm looking at all of your comments, it changes. The mattress changes. The situation changes. Grandis's RV never stays the same. The entrance of this never stays the same. The canoe never stays the same. All of this changes. See the mattress here? It's not a mattress. Like, it's just, this is everything that has to do with the plumbing. The plumbing. See? You've got the plumbing coming out of the wall. You have your bricks, same bricks that are shown everywhere, and the tubing around the door. It's like, this is exactly what I'm talking about. This here, what's coming out of his wall. So let me tell you something. Let me go backwards for a second. It's telling the story, you guys. We don't know what's real and what's not real in these videos, okay? Because they are consistently changing. So when I say this stuff changes, the information doesn't stay consistent because, like I'm saying, the mattress moves, this moves, that moves. The RV is like changes complete design of the RV. Sometimes it has the door, sometimes it doesn't have a door. Sometimes it has the back end, sometimes it doesn't. So nothing stays consistent. The only thing that I watch that stays consistent for me are the elements that I'm supposed to notice, right? This is called the plumbing. It's around the door. It's coming right there. That happens to be a part of what they're doing. So I'm receiving information on what's going on. So that plumbing that you're looking at, that particular information that's coming out of there is telling a story to me that I need to tell you guys, that they're using these sacrifices for the sake of the resurrection, and they all have the same kind of equipment. That plumbing there is the same kind of a system as this. Because what I'm showing you here with this, whatever they are, the beast and whatever, is telling me that they use these sacrifices to place within these areas. You see, look. I'm telling you, this is how it's done. That's what you're looking at here. And all of this shifts and changes throughout each video. So Don Wells isn't standing there. His daughter doesn't just go missing and then he starts redoing this shit around the house. He doesn't do that. Candace is standing here. Imagine that these are all different gateways in the house. The one to the right is from Ryan Upchurch, also gives me amazing information. But behind Candace is showing me what the plumbing system looks like. They had to put, Jose, I don't know if he's a real person, not a real person, whatever he did and said or whatever, I only heard what I needed to hear. They had holes in the ground, all over the kitchen. All over the kitchen, they had holes. In the ground, peepholes. Those holes were telling me that they ran the system. That's where they ran this system. It's piping, and it is being done through a system like that. That's your number 5 box. And this here matches exactly what Ryan Upchurch is showing on the other side. These are the systems that are shown to me through these YouTube creators that I follow. This is this. Candace's videos and her information shows me that I'm correct. These are the systems that run the back end of these sacrifices. And these houses are placed within areas that need replenishment. And I see that Dylan was trying to place one of these systems in one of those open land areas, and he fucked up. He fucked up. Something went wrong. You guys remember him? Dylan? Same concept. Oh, that's so great. You know what? I just remembered I have a picture here in this presentation. Did I keep it in here? I did. This, I did. Hilarious. This here is a picture from Dylan's video when they were looking for him. And I'm like, he was sacrificed. This is the trunk from one of those videos. This is Dylan's. They were looking for him. And they showed this in the video, the drone video. I'm like, you shitheads, you sacrificed him. Dylan Rounds. This is from his video of that drone that was looking from him from above. And I watched that footage. I'm like, I see Dylan. They sacrificed him for the sake of the property. He fucked up. Something went wrong. Because they showed him, and I saw him. I shouldn't say, I've got to stop saying they showed him. I spiritually saw him. Okay? I saw him on the grounds. Like, I spiritually saw it. And then I grabbed this. I'm like, he was sacrificed because this is telling me so. Because this is all this. Something went wrong with him. But it was the same group. Same group. This is the water system. And for those that are new to the summer wells, I call the summer moon wells missing children, right? Because I use summer moon as the queen bee. I shouldn't use the word queen bee because there's a queen bee that's involved in this, but who is like the one that brought light to what's happening here. And one of the first things that they showed on social media was this. The freaking construction. And all I kept seeing was the equipment and the elements over and over and over. I didn't see anything other than the elements. The water system and whatever they placed within this construction, like I said, this construction could be over somewhere else. Maybe this isn't at their house. We don't know unless you saw them doing construction on Ben Hill Road. You don't know where this really is. For all you know, this is where his new house was that he was working on. For all we know, this was Utah. We don't. All we know is that the elements that they're showing are the same. And they're telling you that this shit is being placed within the walls, in the ground, underneath those bricks, underneath some sort of box that is completely protected by metal, and it has a cover. Like, you can't get to it unless someone digs it up. I think that's exactly what they did to the Idaho 4 house. I think that this shit like this was under that house. And they had to pull it up and grab it out. And no one knew. You don't even know that it was taken out. Because we'll never know. So imagine a box like this gets taken out. And then they just take it. And you'll never see it. And we'll never know about it. Because the people doing this are really deep, deep, deep rooted. And they're not going to expose themselves. We don't care. I don't care about you. Not at all. Because this is the story. This is what you did. You can't turn your back to the information that keeps showing over and over and over and over and over. It doesn't make sense that it keeps showing over and over. Can't keep running from it. The bricks, this, that. I mean, there's hinges on these doors. I've shown this before. I mean, the stuff that you have here, right there, just sitting right there is an element, that thing with the blue thing. Like, that's this. Like, what is this? Is this what's going under the ground? This is Benny. Is that what's going under the ground? That's what's up there in the corner. Like, come on, Don. I know, because I'm smart enough to know, whatever is here is not the same information that you show with the greenery underneath. You put the greenery in after the construction. You see, those are bricks in the ground. Those bricks are doing nothing other than what you see. And then the greenery shows up. See it? You placed it there. You placed it there. This here, and I have other photos, but I just didn't have time to grab more. And I didn't want to show any more of Summer, because she's just not appropriately clothed. So this is within the same video. It's summer, meaning it's summer outside. And why would you build and then put weeds in there? Why? Because you know that that's part of the resurrection. You know that whatever this is part of where your daughter went. Not your daughter. I am saying your daughter. There's so many that you know of, that it's just not about one person. I think that there was someone else that was your daughter as well. I don't believe that there was one Summer that was on that property. N-O. No, there's multitude. There's a lot of Summers. But this here is how it's done. That's how it's done. You see, this is how it's done in each and every construction site that is discussed in any of these groups. This is how it's done. You see something? That brick, the brick, you guys, I can't. The brick is very important. I mean, oh. These guys are also by New Brick. See? The brick and the plaster. This is where the cement, and the plaster. It's in It's in the cement. See the cement? The thickness? Those are the doors with the hinges. Oh, yes. Thank you. I got my Diet Coke. Oh my God. My daughter just brought me Diet Coke. Oh. There's the doors with the hinges. There's the trees, the cement from the cement that they make. See those doors with the hinges there? They're up there. You see all this? The left has no trees, greenery, and the right has greenery. The bricks and the cement. Oh, wow. The bricks and the cement are always there. There's the bricks with that kind of cement. See how it's thicker? Cement walls I'm getting they're cemented down. It's like this is that. They're the same. They're like the same. Oh my God. These are cement bricks. You guys, these are cement bricks on the children. Those are bricks. So when I do presentations, I put stuff in, right? And like Muffin Top calls it the aha moments, meaning that it then comes together. Like why is this all put together in one presentation? Turn the one on the left. Like the same wall, if you turn the one on the left, turn the one on the left. All right. So these Yeah, these you guys, wait, let me make it shorter. You guys, I hear it loud and clear. I hear it loud and clear. This is Summer and Michael. This is the same. And this is the same as what's under Summer and Michael. These are bricks. And you could pull them. You could pull them. Holy shit. They have these little water faucets, you guys. The fuck? You see the hand? See what's in the hand here? Is there freaking water? This is liquid. This is piping, you guys. This is piping placed in the brick, in the cedar. It's in the cement. This is in the cement, in the brick. This here, that's in their hand, it's like a faucet, and so are these. That, you guys, this is all the same. Hey, that is the same thing that Benny is holding with those girls, the girls that went missing with Gabby. That's what he has in his hand here. These are all the same. Those white things. This is all the same. You guys, this is his construction. There's the metal with the heart in the middle. Let me go back. I'm going to crop this a little more. This. Wow. This is the metal piece with the heart. Don Wells, come on up here, man. And come on up here and tell me if you know about this. Because that is the golden nugget. That is the golden nugget. Right there. There's the mesh with the hearts. That mesh with the hearts, this is the same thing. That door, man. See how there's no greenery? It is inside construction. It is under, beneath, within the construction. And when the reason I kept hearing so loudly cement, and we see the cement that gets used is a special cement. It's a very special cement. The cement that's used is different than the cement you would think it was. This here tells me it's just, and look how this whole area here, even the paper goes down in there. This is summer moon wells is what I'm getting. This is the summer moon wells, missing children. They go within the construction. They go within the plants, and this is what they do. This is where they go. Yeah, the cement is, oh yeah, probably to protect the water flow, because definitely water is going through here. It's moving through here. See? This isn't going to be able to stay undercover, because as we sit here and teach what to look for, people are going to start to recognize the elements. I am quite positive that summer moon is over here. This is what's in his hand. And the hand has different fingers. Do you see the M? That, and the finger with the fingernail? That isn't his son's hands. Both those hands are not his son's hand. Period. They just aren't. Oh, in Ohio. Oh, brother. Doesn't stop. Telling you, it's not going to stop. There is spring coming. That tells you the summer moon story is right here. It's just giving affirmation to the words that are being said. Dawn doing this shows me what I need to see, and that's what I always say. That brick sitting all by itself is very much representative, you guys, of summer. And this is, and I've showed this before, this doesn't even make any sense the way he's doing this. But the plumbing is there, sticking out of the wall. All the way here, let me show you. All the way to the left. Oh, God, it's... Wait a minute. I think this is summer. I've shown that little head before. There's the V. I would say that parts of summer are right in the corner of that V. Like, what the fuck is that thing doing there? And all the way over here, you guys. I see summer. This V. There's a heart. The cement is done differently. Do you guys see that? This right here. That V indicates location. And this here is done differently. There's your heart. And then there's the bobbling head back there with blonde hair. And that's the equipment. Come on. Don, come up here. Candace, what the hell? Come on. It's in front of us. Here. Is the plumbing. Coming out of the wall. Or out of his head. I don't know where it's coming out of. But it's right there. See? Wow. So the construction, the construction, the construction. Even though it shows crazy images like this, the thing that's consistent is that 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 white bar. Remember, first we saw it as wood. Look at this. This is supposed to be their house, but it's turning into something else. This white thing right here. These are different rooms. This all of a sudden looks like a completely different house. But it all tells the story. To me, it tells the story. It's showing different rooms. It's showing things that are going between the walls. It's showing a lot of information that the authorities should be looking at. And I don't care. I don't care if they say, oh, it's blurry. It looks like it's like doubling up on each other. It doesn't matter if it's doubling up on each other. Because the images that are in there that are doubling up shouldn't be there. And they're all elements. These are all elements. Look. So whatever it's showing is important. It is telling me that construction, the greenery, the wood, the cement, the bricks, all play a part. All of it. Whatever you think sticking out that you see is spiritually telling you that this is the story. So what we do here is we point out just the elements to show you that this is what the children know of. It's this. All of a sudden, Don is down in this thing. Even though the videos and the images that you guys see seem to be layered, it doesn't matter. It gives information that brings justice to the children. They know of a location. Just like this. This isn't their backyard, but they know. These are freight cars. These are freight cars, you guys. This here, again, goes back to the beginning. These are photos from the swimming hole. And when you go back to those swimming hole videos, and if you keep in mind the importance of the elements only, you'll see them. These are under the ground. They are ways in and ways out. I'm reading your guys' comments, by the way. Thank you so much for all of your kind words and giving advice. Muffin Top always takes screenshots and sends me. That's awesome. These are boxes. And that's the greenery. And this is what shows in the video, right? It's the same thing that these guys show behind them in a car. So the fake car shows the same information as if we were looking at the water hole. So when I go to these channels, this is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at only the elements, like this. This goes back years, and it's a group that digs, and they're connected to the farms. I think it was Wishing Farm. And I went back to get the video, the photos, because this is what we're talking about. This is telling us a child's in the mud, and here's greenery. All of this. Blow it up. This here, it's called digging. I have a video on this. It's insanely amazing. But this is what they're showing, that they're digging. There's your greens. And that's a head. And it's the same thing that they're showing in each and every photo that I pulled. That it's about these sacrifices that are being, these are being dug up. So they're digging it up, and it just reminds me of the Idaho 4, that they get dug up and replaced. See? That's always with like a bloody head of some sort. But these are videos, you guys, that come from creators that are all connected. And it's telling us that this stuff is placed within the earth, under the ground, and no one's touching it. Nobody. Those are your maroon on the top. Those are the clear plexiglass with the hole in the front with the maroon trim. That's the box. That's the maroon box. All here. And it's built within the walls of the compound. In and out. Somebody puts it in there. Somebody puts it in there. I mean, it is what it is. And there's the refrigerator. I see that this refrigerator holds the program, it holds the plumbing situation together. Within the coils, like it's within the coils. See, sort of like the picture on the bottom of the photo. Kind of like that, but within or behind the refrigerator. The Watts kitchen gives me an opportunity to show you that if in fact these police department, law enforcement have the opportunity and chance to go inside these homes and they see the refrigerator, pull it out, look under it, and then examine the walls around it and the door underneath it. Real important. So these things grow like weeds. They grow like a vine. And this is how I see what these things are. Just like this. To me, these are sacred. That these are important. These are the mesh, like whatever's hanging here, it's like the mesh pieces. And see here? Here's the plumbing. Here's your brick, the dogs. This plumbing is always there. Notice this brick. Where's the picture of the whole thing? Wait. That brick will not make sense until I show you oh, weird. Where'd it go? I don't know where it went. So I showed you here the Watts kids holding this. I believe that this is like one of the bricks that goes in here. Like, it's symbolic. It's very symbolic. But it gets placed in an area like this at the end of the day. There's Benny with his box. You could find so many images that match this. So many. These are images that the children see. They see it. They recognize it. And this is their reality. This is their story. This isn't, anything that resembles anything outside of what the children see. Same thing on their eyes, their hands. This here, not her, this here is the same. They're the same. Summer's going to have to let go of her. Head. This is the buggy. This is very important piece of equipment because this is what it looks like when they sit on these things. Just like that. Equipment like this, if this is showing you what to the right, what goes between the wood pieces, what's under, and these things move. They go up, they go down, they go up, they go down. So if you look at the photo all the way to the right, you could see what I'm talking about. Let me blow this up. Wait. Okay. Here we go. Here, you see the planks. Whoops. Got the green hat on. Oh, God. Why do I keep doing that? And boom. That is a head on a platter. Boom, 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 boom. So I showed this too the other day. I'm going to keep this in my presentations as part of the fingers. This is a fabulous image to show you that they take fingers and they do something with it. And I'm going to show you examples of what they do. This is important to recognize and to look at and to understand that this is real. Those fingers here are no different than these here, the Idaho 4. No different. And way back in the beginning, Tiffany Marie was one of my go-tos, right? And then she started bringing in speakers and panels and blah, 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 blah. And that's what it was getting. I don't think it was uncomfortable. I just think it was strange. It felt strange. I went back to Jody Sue Brown's videos to grab the hands, and this is what I got. I mean, look at her. It's not real. There we go. Finger cutters. That's what you're looking at. This is from Amber Hagerman. Amber Hagerman is what Amber Alert's named after. And Jesus, this everything here on Amber Hagerman's is exactly what I show you throughout these presentations. She has the same elements as Summer. There's no difference. This is the finger cutter. Right over here. It's real. It exists. And again, this is one of the chips. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. finally found this. I wanted to put this in here because this is an image I wanted to keep so I could find it. So this is all about the fingers. This is equipment. Look at the white parts. Look at what you're looking at. Pay attention to understand that this is exactly what I've been showing. The upper left-hand corner is part of the equipment that you have seen over and over. Okay. This here, if you allow yourself to just, let your mind be free as you're watching this and don't pre-think anything, like kind of relax, and you'll see what's in the middle there. Let me get rid of his hand a little. There you go. Here we go. Boom. Okay. So look at his hand. What's in his hand? The white thing is in his hand. The equipment. Just like that. And of course, the finger looks funky. But this is some removal anomalies in children's cases. And hello, Jody Sue Brown. And then the fisherman to the other side. So that to me is what a finger cutter looks like on a different channel. It looks just like that, what you see to the left. And these are just elements that pop up. Equipment. Equipment, all of this. Sorry, you guys, I'm staring at it. This is the filtration I was talking about. I talked about this yesterday. I tipped on it, but it's just important because every time I show this, you're going to see a ripple effect and understand how this is all the same photo. Let me see. Oh my God, you guys, I'm going to have to stop soon. Wait. Here. Because what happens is I'm staring into it and new information comes up. And then I stop talking. It's like I'm still here, but the information comes up where it needs space. And like this, for instance, I'm seeing things I did talk about and see before, but now I'm recognizing the importance of them. Like what's coming out of the side of his head. The metal things all match. There's a lot here that physically matches the photos that I've been showing you. This is the water from the water filtration. I believe that this is where it's coming from. It's coming from this fake fridge And it's a process. It's a process. But these kids, they don't just, they go through major stuff before they get here, because the higher the pain, the higher the gain. Higher the pain, the higher the gain. This was really important. I don't know how, and if anyone went over this. Boop. Refrigerator. Oh, nope, the oven. Right here on the beach. This stuff, somehow, when it's done and it goes through resurrection and it does its plant thing, this is just, it winds up like that, like what you're looking at on the beach here. And this is all the white mesh with the hearts, and it gets washed up and it gets haunted down. These are just the guys in these videos, covered in information, covered in critters, covered in information that is very accessible in any of my videos. This is so blurry. Right? Sharper. Here we go. This. So this dude is holding on to a little baby critter. Just a little guy. Yep, it's a little one. Right there. That is a critter. Boom. And this is on his arm. Lots of information is on both sides. I mean, the other side, his eye and his chin. Very close. I didn't even notice the baby behind him. Wow. I literally just noticed that baby. It's so weird. Wow. I did not notice that baby before. These are the strings. All the equipment. This is what goes on the neck. This is the R, that like Kylie Rodney has that. This is that thing that Don always shows, especially in the carnival. He has this. These are on the neck. Here's the heart. All the same information. Candace. The girls from the families. And again, the other thing I wanted you guys to remember is, if you're like, whoa, I just saw something in the window of these cars and it makes no sense, slow it down. Take a screenshot and put it to the side. And you get this information. And what I see is the boat. So, what I do is I read it. I do a reading. And I know that, even though I keep mentioning so many different things that are going on, it's really not that much going on. When I say a boat is involved, it is. It's transportation, right? So when I see something like this in the window, I'm like, okay, well, this is part of the story. Like, why is that in the window? It's not like it's going by the window that close. It's not. Because, you know, in the same breath, you have this coming by the window. It's just impossible for a boat to be that, like, it's not that close in his window. You know? That thing on the bottom is what's consistent, is that mouth thing on the bottom. So, that thing. Yes, the red truck. Always a red pickup truck goes by these windows. You guys, always. This here is an always. There's the boat. You see what's in here on the boat and the pickup truck? It's the same, and this isn't in his car, that white thing, but it's the same element, but it's a different photo. You see? Same thing. But it's a reflection of something stupid because it makes no sense. It makes no sense. Like, it can't look like that there and that here. In the same car, same window. It's a bunch of crock of shit is what it is. And this is what they show. This is what Ryan, Finding Truth, always shows this in his car. Always, 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 always. His car rides with that lady is always showing the same information as Summer Moonwell's missing children. It's always giving the details. Now, it's not about him. I don't know what the fuck he's doing, but it's not about him. It's about the information that he's consistently showing in his videos. Makes no sense. So he should know this is in his videos. Ask your wife if in fact that's your wife. I have no idea. Like, all of this. But whenever you show shit in the window, you don't show it, someone does, right? It makes no sense. Like, this shit in your car are elements from the Summer Moonwell's case. So it's the same thing that I'm showing you from these guys that are creators on YouTube. The window space doesn't ever make sense. That's impossible if you're in a real car driving on the road. Impossible. That doesn't exist. Zero, it does not exist. It doesn't. It can't exist. It doesn't make sense. Same with these guys with their windows. What he's showing is that he's a robot. He's showing in here that he's a robot. That this and this is all fake. He's showing that he's a robot with no hand. This is all fake. So, like, what is it? Like, are these not real people? Is this all just to make money and you're doing diddly? Because what I see is all of Summer Moonwell's equipment. And I see fakeness, and I see this as a fake person. Those are the equipment pieces on top, right there. And you are fake. And this is all a bunch of crock of shit. How about that? Yeah, these are not human. I mean, these aren't humans. But yet, you know how much money they're making? If this is really what's on this channel, that's a problem. I mean, there's no head. Yeah, that's a problem. Summer Moon is in the same situation. Like, these are very, very strange. But what I can tell you is these elements are the same. They're behind a plexiglass window, a plexiglass door, and this is all what it looks like. I am very curious to know who's real, who isn't real. I'd love to know that, because all I see in these videos are elements of Summer Moon. That's it. That's it. The little girl to the left and Summer Moon Wells, these might as well be the same children. When I see a photo, both these photos like this, they make me feel like, where's everyone's heads? Like, how is it that we could see the same shit in all these videos from here to Australia? They show the same information. Why? We could see so many pictures of children bloody. I could show you all the same videos that have Tim Mullen's information over and over and over. And nobody is even investigating their videos. I don't care if you don't investigate him, because this stuff is in the videos. The one on the upper right-hand corner is from the Michael Von early videos, but it's showing all the same stuff. It's telling you that these kids get placed within things like this. They're moving, they get transported. And all of these sticks that show up in Benny's videos and show up in the Wells videos are all the same sticks. Stop showing them. I showed this the other day. Man, this is exactly what William Tyrrell had. All these chains. William Tyrrell's chains look just like this. Let me see something. Let me see if his chain is here. William. This is what just popped up. JLR's pieces of his body are never attached. I mean, it's I don't get it. How no one else notices. I mean, seriously. His body pieces are not attached. That just popped up. I don't know why. Oh. Oh, I can't do this right now. JLR's pictures keep popping up. They're so freaking funny. So let me see if I could get William's chains. For some reason, oh my God. Why is his stuff popping up? JLR stuff keeps popping up like this. I put in Williams and this shit keeps popping up. Like these fake pieces. All right, let me see. Chain. No. Instead, I'm getting JLR. Oh, these chains. Just like that. And Summer really does have all of this information on her. What you're looking at here that Summer has on her body like that is no different than me showing you the information of Summer with this information on her. This is the same. See? And those boxes and that 5 is the same stuff as I showed you in his construction, right? That we went over. See, I blew everything up so it looks funky. Can't find it. So this is the same shit. Again, summer moon. This was Benny holding the little piece that shows up on the construction site. And I put it in here because it's really hard to find. I haven't found it. And what he's holding is this, I think he was on with Scott. I forgot who he was on with for this. This was way back in the beginning. But what he's holding here is the same thing that I saw on the countertop in Summer's last photo in the kitchen that Candace took. I don't understand how she took that at 5:06, but yet the time frame everyone's going over, she wasn't even in the house. I don't get it. See this? I showed you this number 5. To me, these are the same girls. What you see over on the right hand side to me is the same situation as what you're looking at as Summer in the car. They're just presented differently. They're just presented differently. But whatever is happening on the right hand side is the same thing you're looking at on the left hand side. Now this is recent, and it shows what's hanging from the tree or the bush or the vines or the bamboo stick. But to me, this is what my whole entire video is on today. Yeah, the timeline didn't make sense because I have that, remember I have that picture from Facebook. She changed it. I have one at 5:06 and then one at 6:06. Well, they couldn't figure out the timeline. That is a little miniature head to the left-hand side, hanging. This, to me, sums up Summer Moon Wells' children. This sums up the sacrifice. This sums up, these last few photos sum up today's presentation. This to me is what they're doing, and this to me is the purpose and the reason. And there is equipment that could be found, and Summer Moon saying that she is in the leaves is because she was placed in the leaves. Period. Just like this. What you see on the top is exactly what I just showed you, are the things that, the triangles that Tim Mullen shows. They're the triangles that show on the trains. This here sums up everything. Right here. Wait. There's this triangle on top. You open this up and you've got yourself the Got Gone children. I know I'm correct because for some frickin' reason I placed this in here today. I didn't know what to say about it. This is that. And Tim Mullen's is the same thing. This is this. And it's Michael Vaughn's situation. Robert Vaughn, I mean. There's your number 5. There's a heart. It's in the hand. And this is the situation. When I picked this up and I saw this, I'm like, I wanted to go right on last night. I found this at 1 in the morning maybe. And then when I went on today, I really just wanted to open up with this. I'm like, I just want to show this. This is the answer. This is what it's all about. But made no sense because I know that my answers come as I speak to you guys, right? So as I'm looking at it with you guys, I receive my information. So when you turn this, that's what you get. This. That would be summer moon wells in the leaves. That would be exactly what she told us way early on. I think I had that, but it was used on the spirit box. Remember? For those? Let me see if I even... I think I deleted that a long time ago. Right? Let's see. Because I would like to download it and see at the end of... We're almost done, but at the end of this I would. Okay. So this to me is it. This is it. To do, done. Forgot what it's called. I forgot what it's called, you guys. You guys remember? Apps. Looking. Wow, I must have deleted it a long time ago. What's it called that I used? Not Spirit Box. If anyone knows what it's called, let me know. Paranormal. I don't remember. Oh, the Miracle Box. Okay. All right, I'm going to pull it. I'm downloading it again. So this is it, right? And I just keep re-showing this information because here you have the box. There you have the hand. Let me brighten this up. This here is summer. This here is what they know of. This here is her story. There's the maroon boxes. This is what the piping looks like. Those are the hands with the fingers. Look. Let me open up. So the thing that's in the hand and the arm, the upper right hand side, is like the three-prong thing. This, to me, is the three-prong thing that's in the arm. That equipment, it just looks like plumbing. Just like that. That's all it looks like. That's what it looks like, is just like that. There's your maroon to green box. Let me see what's here. What page is this? 104. Interesting. What's interesting is this goes from maroon to green to white box. This thing. Isn't that interesting? $106. This here, what keeps changing in this video is what's sticking out of the piping. I really haven't investigated this much. Whoops. All I knew is summer moon wells. Like that's all I knew. That's what keeps changing in the video, like, as well as the hand, obviously. This. We had tomato. Yeah, this stuff is this here, what I do know is that towards the end, and we see these all the time in summer moon, these little heads, like I'd call them critters, but that's what's on his shoulder, right? So whoever is putting this in there, they know what's going on. They see it, they get it. Because every element that's within these greens is perfectly done. You know what that is, you guys? Right all the way to the left? I want to say that that's the cylinder. No way. Whoa. It's the head in the cylinder. Wait. Yeah. All the way to the left, above finding out. It looks like the head in the cylinder. Let's see. Benny. These guys. Wow, it really has everything. Those little critters really have everything. There. Page 113. It's where I could get it. Wait. This to me, you know how I tell you I think these things were really little, like everything was little, but they kind of made it all look so big. I think this is the equipment with the cylinder, and this is where the heads go. So definitely see the maroon boxes. There's a lot to look at here. I'll have to investigate it because I got to get rid of all the other stuff that's around it. Yeah. These are all the same. This is just telling the same story over and over and over. That's what it's doing. And there's just a lot of layers, and what I'm showing you here are you can't look at the people. It's not about these people. What's the device of I think it's just part of the equipment. It's part of what they're doing. That device is the equipment we've been looking at. And this is just how they layer in different information. These are different people's faces. These are not all one face. There's someone who is layering these deep fakes. There's someone who's placing it in there. So if they know it or not, it's being placed in there. So all I do here is say, hey, you could be part of the solution. You could be part of the solution if, in fact, they want to be. It's everyone else's choice if they want to be. Because it's in there. It's in their videos. Someone put it in there. And whoever placed it in there has the same information over and over and over and over. Over and over. That's it. And from here to Australia, it's not changing. They're consistently doing and showing the same stuff. William Tyrrell is a big, huge case that has the same people. All the same. I should probably do another one on him because it's so involved, you know? And it's a whole separate video to cover him. It's not like, oh, I have one piece of information on him. I have a lot of information on him. It's basically called Summer Moon Wells. All of his videos are weird, and the information is weird. All of it. It's underground. It's in the leaves. It's blah, 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 blah. All right, so what I want to do is see if we could get Summer to say something to us through this thing that I haven't even opened. I don't even know how long it's been. My goodness, my throat is sore from talking so much. What I want to do is put I like this one. I'm going to keep this one. All right, guys. And that's probably what I'll do, is just a few little moments with her. I'm on my 4th drawing, you guys, for my tarot cards. They're really cool. Okay. All right, let's see. Okay. Let's see if we could get Summer Moon, which I already know that she's here. I mean, we don't even have to bother asking. But we will ask. Let me put a picture of Summer in here. Here. Okay. That's a picture of Summer. Let's see. We have so many of Summer. And we'll put up whatever Summer, whatever comes up first. Oh, Summer and Michael came up first. Let's see. So this is a picture that came up first. That one. So interestingly enough, when you look at this one, and this is how spirit works, when you look at this one, you see that, let me brighten it up, what's on this child's back, which we call Summer, because this here is from Summer's water park. This is from the water hole the day allegedly she went missing. So this is allegedly one of her last videos. And when you look here and you brighten it up, that would be the equipment on her back. Okay? The equipment that I just showed you is what you would say is on her back. So this is what we're going to start. Okay, so get it here. Okay, Summer. We are looking for you, Summer. We're looking for you, Summer. That would be her. Hi, Summer. She just said hi. Now, I have no control of this thing. I just downloaded it. See how she just said hi? It's because it's very strong. Are you here with us? Are you here? Where are you? What she says is get out. Where are you? You know where it is? I know where it is. Do you have a message for us? Do you have a message? So she's saying she went upstairs. That I never heard before. I never heard that before. So what I heard is she said she's telling us she went upstairs. She's telling us she wasn't in the basement. She went upstairs. She wasn't down there. Am I right? Were you upstairs? There was a belt. Was there a belt? You bet. So she's saying she was upstairs and there was a belt. And they gave her a snack. I heard grandma and if you only knew. She fell asleep. So what I've heard so far, and I'll have to re-listen to it, said she went upstairs, there was a belt, and she fell asleep. Is this correct? She said again, now you've seen it. So are you saying now we've seen it because what we're looking at on my computer? Did they put you in the leaves? Did they put you in the leaves? They made her go back. They made her go back. Did they make you go back there? She's saying it again. Now I've seen it. She had to see something. She had to see it, but they made her go back to see it. What did you see? Animals. Animals sitting down. There's animals. But they made her go back to see the animals. The animals were back there. They were upstairs. See how she's doing it? She had to go upstairs because they made her go back to see the animals. Is this correct? It smells. It smells. And they made her go back and there are animals. She fell into the leaves. She fell into the leaves, you guys. They didn't put her into the leaves. She's saying she fell into the leaves. Animals were smelling her feet. The animals were at her feet. They were smelling her feet. Shh, sweetie. They want her to be quiet, to shh. It was a woman. It was a woman telling you to be quiet. So now we've seen it again. Now we've seen it. She's not alone. She's not alone. She's seen it. Are you with your dog? I think she's saying the animals were warm. She saw it first. She's with a group of kids. And I believe she's saying she saw it first. I feel like she had to see animals. There's something they had to see, you guys. Now we've said no. Snake by her feet. There's Julia. She's with Julia. There's animals smell my feet. Shh, sweetie. She's like, shh, sweetie. So, you bet Julia smell my feet. You know what I heard? She said people have no manners. People have no manners. All of these people, she's with a lot of people, all of these people have smelled it. Okay, and there she was. Someone, they changed someone. There was someone that wasn't there, and then all of a sudden she was there. I think that something went wrong, and it was like, there she was, and there she was. Like, she wasn't supposed to be there, but there she was. She's saying that someone wasn't supposed to be there, and then she was. There are a lot of people with her. There are a lot of people with her. And she's the strongest. She's just the strongest voice, but she's with a lot of people. And they're people that we know. There's the people, we know these people. And she's saying, if you only knew, like, if you really only knew, like, we would not believe it. Like, there's other people there, and there's people that are not there, that should be there. Summer. Are you by your house? Do you know if you're by your house? By your home? Are you in the house? I feel like there is a Julia in their house. Like, I feel like she's trying to say that there was another Summer that we call Summer, but she's a Julia. Is that right, Summer? So was that Julia? Was that the Julia in your house? I believe so. Ask the police. Do the police know Julia? They've seen it. She's saying they've seen it. There's another child. I can't even say that any louder than I am. It's another child, and they've seen it. No more lies, and then you'll fall. Go to the house. Go to the house. Now I've seen the animals. Okay, Summer, do you have one last message? Do you have a message? Okay. She is with Julia. She smells the leaves. The animals smell her feet. She went upstairs to see it again. And there's people with her that she wasn't supposed to be with, but she is. And I'm going to listen back. I'm going to listen back to it as well. I recorded it. So you guys, as you could see, her spirit's strong. And I haven't done that in a long time. Summer spirit is strong. She was placed in the leaves, just like her story tells us. Just like her story, you guys. On that note, I am going to call it a night. Thank you all for joining. This will be my first quote-unquote podcast. I don't know what that quite means yet, but we shall see what that does. Thank you all my listeners. Thank you subscribers, members. Thank you Muffin Top, my incredible mod, and everyone else that has joined that is part of my little WCA Network family, which is growing over here. Stephanie, Crystal, you're all new. Floratella. Yeah, thank you guys for coming on in. So, till next time. Hi videos. Just stay alert. Stay within your own self. Listen to your own voice. Watch things around you. Don't let anybody close you off to your own voice. It just won't serve you to close your own voice off. It's best to listen internally. Every day and all day. Thank you all. God bless you all. And we will all be here soon again. Yep, smash it on the way out. Bye, guys.